Hello viewers, I am Neeru Gupta and welcome to Neeru's Kitchen. Today Neeru's Kitchen has brought you a very delicious and simple rich chocolate cake. And for that we are going to need some maida, ordinary flour and some cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, eggs, oil, powdered sugar, water and vanilla essence, and soda, baking powder and salt. So here we go. To begin with, an important step in cake making is we must sift the flour when required and to bring the lightness into the cake. So here we are going to sift the flour, cocoa, baking powder and soda together. So we'll first put the cocoa in, then the flour, and we have the baking soda, baking powder and a bit of quarter teaspoon of salt. This is sifted together. As I said, it always brings in lightness, and sometimes you have lumps, they come out, so it's very important. And when you get this, you just press it with a spatula. This is another very important thing in cooking, which wasn't there when I started cooking. It is a very important thing. So this goes into our bowl, mixing bowl. Now the next step would be to put in the oil, sugar. This is ground sugar. You get packets of castor sugar, you could use that, but not necessary. You can just grind the sugar at home. And 1 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All you have to do is mix it all together. You can even use a wooden spoon if you like, but this is faster, so one generally does that. And as you see, in between you should keep moving the beater so that the ingredients don't fly too much. And you also need to use your spatula to bring all the mixture together, otherwise the sides won't get beaten. One more sweep. By the time you beat it, it'll get nice and smooth. So once it is smooth, then we add the eggs in and the vanilla. The vanilla we put is a little bit left here. And as you may, of course, you have to preheat the oven, which we have heated already, and it's heated so that you can put the prepared mixture in. So your batter is ready to go into the oven, and for this we have 2 tins. Now these are 8 to 9 inch baking tins with lined with butter paper, and you can even grease it and flour it if you like, but this is always the easier thing out. And we divide the mixture into half. So this is approximately half, and we have our preheated oven where we will now bake this for about 30 minutes in about 150 to 130. Now, oven temperature depends on, sometimes differs from each oven. So like what I am doing is on 160 degrees centigrade. Now when this falls a little outside, you must wipe it, otherwise it will just burn on the sides of the pan and create a messy thing. So now these are ready to go into a preheated oven. Mine is 160 degrees centigrade, and ovens differ. So you must test out your ovens before you come to a right temperature. So we have put this in a preheated oven of 160 degrees centigrade, but as I said, you must test your oven because some ovens can be different. But approximately it is 160 degrees centigrade, and they'll bake for 35 minutes to 40 minutes. And once they are out and they're cool enough to eat, you can just eat them. So our cakes are done now, and so we'll take them out of the oven, cool them, and then we'll take it out of the tin. And we have to test the cake if it's done. So let us test if it's done, and take a skewer or a knife. You put it in. It comes out clean like this means your cake is done. Now you have to cool it and eat it. So time to unmold our cake. Now that it's cool, just pass a spatula or a knife around the tin and turn it upside down and remove the butter paper. And your cake is done. So this cake is ready, and if you want to make it more elaborate, you can ice it in the center, add the second one on top, sandwich it and cover it with icing. You can serve it just as it is with ice cream on the side, or you can serve it with cream. You can do a lot with just this plain yummy chocolate cake. Even eating it by itself with a cup of coffee, it is very good. Just try it right away, but be sure of the measurements. It's very important in cake making that you measure the ingredients properly and do it. Don't use an ordinary cup for where it asks for 1 cup. Always use measuring cups and measuring spoons. Happy eating!